Hey guys, it's Mia.
And Juju.
And welcome to
It's Our Time Podcast.
So Thursday we have a huge episode coming out.
For Thanksgiving.
Really exciting, big Thanksgiving episode. But we thought we post something every Monday. We're now 11 episodes in that we just give you a little update on how the podcast is going. Just something short, something brief, just to have it out there so you guys are ready for Thursday.
Yeah, we've been filming for 11 weeks, one episode every week, and we've been getting so many questions about how long does the process take and just everything like that.
Yeah. There's a lot more that goes into the podcast than people think is actually happening. So obviously there's a lot of time that goes into it. We film once a week and then we're always consistently talking. Everything's just very close knit, and it's not just a short process. Yeah, like you were saying, the filming's a couple hours. It's just a lot of your day, but I really do enjoy it because it takes my mind off things, and it's starting to become kind of my thing. I look forward to every Sunday or what it is coming and hanging out.
It's just such a weekly thing, and like you said, it does take a lot of time just to cram it all into a 20-30 minute video.
Yeah.
Into that 3 hours of filming, that's a lot. And we also FaceTime 1 hour almost every day.
Yeah.
And it's just a time consuming process, but it's all worth it in the end because we always have a product every Monday, and I just love to see the progress that we make with talking to it.
Yeah.
It really enhances our skills and our life skills. So
yeah. And I both think we get a bunch of questions, and I think one main question that I'm always getting, I know people at my dad's football games, they'll come up to me and be like, "Hey, wait, you're Mia from It's Her Time," and I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh, can we be on the podcast?" And I'm always like, I don't know what to say in that moment because I'm we usually have someone that we're in line with, and I'm I don't really know these people, so I think it's cool that they're coming up to us, they're caring enough to come up to us, and also that we're getting exposure from it. These kids I don't really know, they're coming up to me and just
DMing us.
It's a lot.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
And even if they're joking, they're like, "Hey, yeah, can I be on your podcast?" They're looking at us, they're watching us.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad, they care enough to watch.
Yeah.
Now that we filmed 11 episodes, what episode do you think was your favorite?
Definitely the Pine episode called The Pine Boys. I think those guys are really family to me. So having them on and arguing with them, what you've seen in that episode reoccurs every day. I mean, football practice, we're sitting, hanging around, arguing on the sidelines, and I think it's really cool to just have them on. I think it brought a bigger bond to everything, and just they're all so close with me, and I think now they know who you are, so it's it's really cool.
I think my favorite episode was the Baldwin Girls episode because we have so many similarities between us. We're both female athletes, and we also like to banter a lot.
Yeah.
So I just felt not goofy, but
you could relate easy.
Yes, and we just argued so much that I wasn't specifically focused on one topic, so I didn't have enough time to think about it and then mess up what I was gonna say because we were always arguing about something, and then we'd always disagree.
Yeah. So we are always arguing. So who do you think the better arguer is?
I mean, personally, I would say me, but we're two different arguers. I'd say you are kind of emotional whenever you argue. You like to talk with your hands and get your point across. And I kind of focus the facts and choose my words really carefully.
Yeah.
So I'd say I'm more of a calm arguer, and then you're very
aggressive. Yeah, well, I'll take it. I think I'm definitely the best arguer. Like you said, I talk with my hands, I jump out of my seat, and I don't hold back on stuff. Like you said, you choose your words carefully. I'm saying how I feel. I don't care how you feel about it. At this point, it is what it is. So, I mean, I'm taking the argument all day. I don't know why, but it's just I always feel I'm winning the argument. You saw we were arguing in the car over something.
It doesn't matter if there's 3 people against you, you're winning.
But they'll ask me about it later, or they'll be like, "Wait, what do you mean?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not explaining that right now. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't." Me, Jamal, and Juju literally talk every day for an hour, and we're always sitting there going through the topics, going through the questions, but then we're filming, right? And Jamal has his laptop out, he's typing, and he's like, "All right, next topic," and he just throws out a random question, and I'm like, where did this come from? It's just random, and I'm like, it's kind of good for us, though, because it gets us thinking, and we're, on the fly, just go, go, and I'm like, you just gotta go with your gut. You can't be wrong at that point. You just gotta go.
And it's good that you're unprepared, because then you don't have as much time to mess up and think about it too much. Yeah. So I kind of like that he does that, and it's literally every podcast that he does that.
Everyone, he does it, so.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we're gonna start right now. You guys ready?
No.
Gigi, you always talk about boyfriends. Why don't you have a boyfriend?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I really don't know. I think I'm just very picky because the longer I don't have a boyfriend, the longer I think of icks and just things I don't want in my boyfriend. And the list is just so specific that like I'm just waiting for this perfect guy to show up, but that's not gonna happen until I don't even know how long. So I've kind of just given up. I snap a lot, not like a lot of guys, but like a decent amount. I talk to some guys, but I just get bored because we're not seeing each other in person because some of them live far away, some of them live right in my backyard. But I don't know, it's just sometimes they say something, I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't really agree with that. Or like they smoke, they drink. That's just not something that I like in a boyfriend. I'm just very picky now.
Mia, a lot of people think you're not cut out to play college basketball. What are your thoughts?
I really take that to heart because there's always stuff that people say, but I feel like I'm a competitor at the end of the day, so whether that's going to a college and not being the star at first, but I'm always working up to be that star. So I think like you said, the amount of hours that I put in the gym that goes not even unrecognized, because there are people who recognize it, but that people don't see, and they're like, oh, she just goes to practice. Like, there are some people that just go to practice and go to games, but no, I'm trying to train once a day. I'm trying to lift once a day. I'm trying to run. That's 3 things right there that are helping me get to that next level. Yep. That's every day. It's like there's one off day maybe where you just do a light session, but I think it's like my mentality that I have that I want to prove everyone wrong. So at the end of the day, if you think I'm not going to be a Division I athlete, that's giving me more power and more motivation to go be like, okay, not only am I a Division I athlete, now I'm starting at the Division I level. Yeah. Now I'm getting 20 points at the Division I level. That's like always my goal, just prove people wrong. Be that better person, like better myself and make myself known.
Yeah. And if you don't have haters, then what are you doing?
You're doing something wrong.
People always have haters that are good.
Yeah.
Juju.
Yeah.
Name the top 5 players in Whitfield right now, this season.
Oh my God. Okay, in my conf, like 5A?
Whitfield.
Name the top 5 players in Whitfield.
Okay, me, obviously. I think Natalie Wetzel. I'd say Erica Gribble. She's pretty good.
We have difference of opinions here.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Mimi, she's pretty, and I think, I want to say Kaylee D'Angelo, just because she's a shooter, but I don't know, I want to go with another teammate, Josie, because I think she works so hard. So.
Mia, top 5 players in Whitfield right now.
Well, this kind of sucks because I can't choose myself because, I definitely choose myself. But London Creech, Josie Fontana, Riley Calicay, would take Coral Prosser, but not in the Whitfield, so I'm taking Mimi Thero and
she's sitting right beside
oh,
me.
Juju! Juju! I was trying to think of the last one too. I was trying to think, like, I can't choose myself, but I can choose Juju. Well, that's my top 5. London Creech, Riley Calicay, Josie Fontana, Mimi Thero, and Juju. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think you're a Division I player?
Because a lot of people say, like, I'm just tall. But, like, I spend hours in the gym, even outside of AAU in high school. Like, I have my own membership. I go, I put my headphones in, I work out, well, like, I lift, I do basketball, and then I repeat that the next day. I run. And it's just an ongoing process. And I think this really started in the 8th grade. I saw this girl younger than me getting an offer, and I remember thinking, if she has an offer, why can't I get an offer? So that pushed me to work harder because I wanted to get my college paid for. I didn't want to have to go into college and to come out like with debt, being in debt.
Yeah.
And even if I don't love basketball fully, which I do, I would still want to go to college for basketball because I couldn't imagine my life without basketball. And I know my sister, she loves her college, and she loves playing basketball in college, so I feel like she really inspired me to want to go into college for basketball too. But I definitely say I work really hard behind the scenes, and people don't really realize that, which is why they judge me by seeing me like face to face. She's like, oh yeah, she's not built for it, because I am skinny, but I do have muscle, I promise you. But yeah, just wait for you.
Oh, I thought we were waiting for Jamal.
You're such a liar.
I was so mad.
That's why you get your phone taken, because you just be lying. That was the worst lie ever. Go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna give you guys a little tour of the basement where we filmed. So this is where we
before we start to set up.
Yeah, we got some pictures over
some
here.
Nice stuff for family.
Some embarrassing moments going on in this house. We got I don't look like that now. Like, this is me as a cute kid. Oh, so cute. I was naturally bleach blonde.
Pretty cool basement.
Yeah,
Got some foosball.
This TV and Xbox. This is where my brother games at.
Yep.
There's 2 helmets down there. Those are my dad's. And there's some, I don't know, some other stuff down there. This is the bar back here. We don't really do many activities back there, but one thing that we do have is Gatorade sends us a bunch of stuff, so we always have it stocked back there with Gatorade.
Always for every episode, we have it with us by our sides.
Yep, always.
And
And
then
then Mortal Kombat machine, we got that for Christmas. This is the couch where all our guests sit.
Yes.
So
pretty comfy. Love it. Very squishy.
this is also where we film some of our social media stuff.
Yep. And then these are the famous chairs.
This is my chair,
where we sit.
and this is our middle table.
And if you catch us rocking, they're rocking
It
chairs.
gets a little boring. And then all this is like my dad's, like he has some Coach of the
Awards.
Year stuff, a couple Coach of the Year, a Steelers thing, a Whippio Championship thing. It's the list goes on, and then I have a little half a shelf, a very half a shelf, a little track thing, defense basketball thing. He has some Penn Hill stuff in here. This is his
Everything.
championship thing from Pine. He got a big one from Pine, and then a bit smaller one from Penn Hills, but they kind of look the same. Then, as you can see, again, another Coach of the Year thing for the Steelers. If you didn't know, actually, my dad coached at Shaler for a while, so this is when he got his first win. They were like
Aw.
0-10 for like 2 seasons. My mom had that made off like Pinterest. A lot of Penn Hill stuff down here. I mean, he went there and won quite a bit, but then there's also,
This little chocolate bar.
yeah, that's from Hershey, but
Is it
they
real?
don't even, yes.
Oh.
We haven't eaten it yet. That's from when we went to Hershey the first year. Obviously, the rings, Aaron Donald sign.
The
Then
medals.
some of my mom's stuff, like the hockey. She's a big hockey fan.
Which is ironic because my dad played in the NHL.
She loved your dad, Juju.
She had a crush on him. Fun fact.
A lot of things going on.
Whenever my dad played in the NHL, her mom was younger and had
Yeah.
a crush on my dad.
Always, we talk about it all the time. It just reoccurring comes up. But
Yep.
we just have this poster of my dad.
Yep.
This is always in the back of all of our episodes. We love you.
Kind of creeps me out whenever I come down here. I think someone
Oh my
is
God.
actually down here.
I walk on the treadmill. I have to walk every day, and I like look out, and he's usually right there, and I'm like, oh my God, what is he doing? It scares me so bad, and I'm just like, whatever. But I mean, it's really detailed, and this is for the Pine and A game, you know, rivalry week. So
Yeah.
yeah, but that's the basement.
That's
Pretty
where we
nice in
filmed.
here. Very cozy, very home-like. We love it down here. Good thing we got our basement done because we can use it for all of this.
Yes.
But yeah,
Hope you liked it.
yeah. Bye guys.